Okay, I decided to do today what if deku was a werewolf part 4. It's not getting that much views, but it still is getting views in general, so I might as well stop doing it when it gets no views, because one of the main reasons I started my channel is to do this what if. So, let's get into the what if. Okay, so deku, I'm just going to, I know I said Bakugo was over or something like that in the last episode, but I'm just gonna skip 2 days later. Bakugo goes home, and that's really it, because I want to show off Deku's werewolf form and Kilo's werewolf form. So this is Deku's werewolf form. That's his like half human, half werewolf form, and that's his like beast form. This is just his regular wolf form. This is what Kyowa looks like. No, that was his name. His name was Tomare. Tomare. That's what Tomare looks like. And let me see, where's his, and this is what his full wolf form looks like. These are just and I'm adding another character that I don't have a name for him either. Um Fuck, I'm just gonna call him Kai. Uh, his name's Kai. And this is going to be his werewolf form. This character is based on one of my friends, and this character does not have a name because she's not going to be introduced for a little bit. But Kiowa, not Kiowa. I'm just gonna call him Kiowa since I keep calling people that. Kiowa is going to be coming in this episode, so I'm going to stay on this picture. No, I'll go back to this picture. So with that, let me make sure I'm recording. Good. And Deku finally goes into his werewolf form, but he does not have the 4 on his hands, but he does have the tail and the wolf ears. So with that, he goes back home because he stayed the night at Tomura Ray's house while he was transformation, like while he was changing into a wolf. I'm pretty sure I said. So with that, he goes back home, and it's pretty late, and Eagle was worried because he didn't tell her anything. So when he gets back home, he automatically gets hugged, but Eagle realizes that it's a tail wagging back and forth behind her son. So she asks, "What is that?" to Deku, and Deku says, "Oh, he sits there and thinks for a second, and in his head he says, it'll be better off if I just don't tell her anything." So he says, "Oh well, my quirk awakened." And he says, it seems like I have a wolf quirk just like my friend." And he says, "If we go outside, I can show you like the full extent of my wolf form." So they go outside, and he turns into the wolf right there, and the wolf, he turns in, first he turns into this, then he turns into that, and then he turns into this one. So yeah, I usually don't use pictures like this because I don't look at my phone while I'm listening to what ifs, but it's better off if I do it this way. So with that, Inko says we should go to the clerk doctor, and he says the clerk doctor is like a 40, maybe 20 minute, mean 20. He says it's like a most likely a 10 to 15 hour drive to get to the clerk doctor, and the only reason Bakugo came over and Kitsumi, whatever her name is, came over because they haven't seen each other in like 3 months, and they usually come visit every 3 months. Let's just say that. So with that, Deku said, "Oh, mom." He said, "Mom, do you think I can become a hero with this work?" And she says, "Yeah, I know you can, honey." And he said, "Okay, then I'm going to become a hero, and I'm going to protect everybody with a smile on my face, just like All Might. And that's exactly what he says to her. And he starts like training non-stop for like the 10 months. Let's just say it's the 10 months now. That's this time. That's this. Oh wait, I said he was like 12. Ugh. Okay, fine. Let's just say why he's in school for those 3 years. He trains like non-stop. So he's pretty bulky. So let's say that he looks like what he looks like in the picture, and all those scars are actually on him because he was practicing fighting with Tomorore. And uh, I'm gonna have Kai actually go to My Hero. Go to Class 1A in place of Mineta, because I usually don't even add Mineta in none of my scenes. So this will be a better replacement. Ooh, or I can make it Mineta, but Mineta goes into a transformation form. Ooh, no. I'll do that in a different what if. That'll be interesting. So Mineta would be a point in one of my other what ifs. Yes, yeah. Mineta needs some type of attention. So with that, Mineta didn't make it into UA, but Deku, I don't know if I want Tomare to go to 1A. No, let's say Tomare. He said that he wants to be a hero, but he doesn't want to take the UA class exam or go to a school. So he said, "I'm just going to be a vigilante." And Deku says, "Okay, but if I have to stop you one day, I will fight you." And he said, "Oh, you're gonna fight a good guy." And Tomoe just walks away laughing. And Kai's names right. Kai's quirk is going to be memory lash. That's what I decided to call it. And it's basically, it shows you. Well, his main move right now is showing people embarrassing scenes in their life. But the most thing that when he trains with his quick and gets the one-time enhancement, he'll be able to show people his memories and make people how do I put it? Basically, he can show people his dreams eventually, and that'll be his way of attacking, showing people his dreams. And his dreams actually play back like memories, and say that he was getting chased in that dream. If he shows you that memory, you'll be getting chased, and say that he got stabbed. You will feel the pain of getting stabbed, but nothing will actually happen. Like, you won't start bleeding. It's just the pain will be notified by 10, because I know you can die from the shock of actually being stabbed. So the pain will be notified by 10, so you don't actually die. So with that, Deku goes into the I'm just gonna skip over the entrance exam. Let's say he got like 3rd place. I think that's what he got in canon. Let's say he got 3rd place in the written exam, because this is what I'm going to introduce. Why can't I remember his name? Kai and Zuko. This is where they're going to meet. So Kai sits down by Zuko because they're both was homeschooled. Let's just say that. Now let's say Kai didn't pick a name of his school, neither did Deku, since he was homeschooled. So they ended up sitting by each other. So Deku looks over at Kai and says, what's your quirk?" And he says, "As if I'll tell you, just know it has something to do with memories." And he says, "Oh, okay." And he looks at Deku and says, "So you have a werewolf quirk?" And he's like, something like that. Because, like I said, Deku can analyze quirks, and so since he can use Tomore's quirk, he can analyze quirks. So he stares at Kai for a good 5 seconds and says, "Your quirk name is Memory Lash. You can show people your memories and and dreams if you train hard enough. Your memories and their memories if you train hard enough, and you can do damage in that state. Like you can do physical damage with your own body and mental damage with your memories, basically. And they say like he has a hard life. He was abandoned, tortured, betrayed because his quirk. Everybody said it was useless, so they basically looked at him like he was quirkless because it was super weak, and all he could really do is make people like he could remember a plant. Let's say like he has perfect memory, so all he could really do is remember a plant and have people see like a rose, and it would look like kind of like a magic trick. And that's all he could really do. But he basically has the mentality of Deku, and he said, "I know I can be a hero." So he trained and trained and trained, and became. Well, he hasn't become a hero, but he got into 1A. Well, he will get into 1A, but whatever. I did not start a timer for this what if, so I'm just going to end it off here. My bad if this is a little bit longer than expected. If not, if it's like 11 minutes, I will make part 2. I mean part 3, or is it part? I think it's part 3. Let's say part 3 of what if Bell had Meliodas powers. And the other 2, I don't know if I said this, but I'm going to hold them off until I finish a few more of my what ifs, since I have a lot of what ifs to do already.